Myrtle the Turtle travels the land with her house on her back and her purse in her hand. From the Delta to the Gulf is where she likes to roam. All over Mississippi, the state she's proud to call home. She loves to sniff flowers and smell the fresh air, making friends with all the animals she meets everywhere. When she finds a nice spot, with the help of her map, she curls up in her shell and settles down for a nap. But something happened about 2 weeks ago that made Myrtle mad, and she wants you to know. It started one morning when she opened one eye, and there in her yard was a half-eaten pie. It smelled quite disgusting and looked pretty icky, and it was obviously left there by that possum named Vicky.
Hey!
Myrtle shouted.
What are you doing? You threw something down that you weren't finished chewing. Come back here right now,
said Myrtle quite quickly.
Pick up this litter. Don't trash Mississippi.
With that, Vicky came back and picked up her litter and apologized to Myrtle like a good little critter.
That's okay,
said Myrtle.
Just put your trash where it goes. Someone could have stepped on that and gotten pie in their toes.
All of a sudden, while Vicky said,
Ew,
something fell from the sky, an old bottle of glue. Myrtle looked up to see a small squirrel named Murray, who said he'd thrown out the bottle because, well, he was in a hurry.
Get down here right now,
Myrtle said to the squirrel.
It's not right to throw litter all over the world. Don't trash Mississippi,
said Myrtle again.
You'll pick up this litter if you want to be my friend.
Sure enough, Murray came down from the tree where he stayed and picked up the bottle from the ground where it laid. But just then, out of the corner of her eye, Myrtle saw something that made her want to cry. It was a bunny named Shirley and her friends Rick and Larry holding some garbage they did not want to carry. So they just tossed it aside without even a thought. Myrtle couldn't believe it. What had they been taught?
Come back here,
shouted Myrtle, and the animals did. There was a jar on the ground. Myrtle picked up the lid and said,
How would you like it?
Holding up what she found.
To wake up to this trash all over the ground. My shell is my home and you're in my yard, so pick up your litter. It's not very hard.
She's right, they agreed, Shirley, Larry, and Rick, and they picked up their litter. Rick used his stick.
Don't trash Mississippi,
said Myrtle with passion. She pleaded and begged in a most polite fashion. So the animals felt guilty. They didn't mean to do wrong. They just sort of dropped stuff as they were walking along. Even Gwendolyn, who'd just thrown out her rug, thought she was a spider, not a litter bug. Myrtle said,
Look, you don't have to feel bad. Just think before you litter, because it makes me feel sad. Trash has a home. It's called a garbage can. That's where litter belongs, not in the sand, or the grass, or the street, or the forest, or the stream. And we can stop all this littering if we work as a team. I don't care if it's paper, or plastic, or a styrofoam cup. Don't trash Mississippi, just pick it up. What a great idea,
said Vicky the possum, and everyone agreed. In fact, they thought it was
awesome!
So right then and there, the animals decided they'd spread the word around. Then they split up, excited. Vicky told Arnold the white-tailed deer, and Gwendolyn told a lizard named Mr. Vandermeer. Shirley the bunny told Eric the dog. Myrtle told Zach and Frida the croaking bullfrogs. Larry and Rick told a bull named Brahma, and Murray the squirrel told Nicky the llama. And their friends told their friends, and they told theirs too. And before long, all the animals knew just what to do. So one day when a truck broke down on the side of the road, and the driver happened to litter near Marvin the toad, he made sure all the animals knew, and they all gathered around, and they hid in the bushes without making a sound. And just before the driver could get back in his truck, they came out of the bushes, and that's when they struck. All of the animals, Myrtle and Vicky and Shirley and Rick and Murray and Larry and Frida and Zach and Eric and Marvin and Bart the bear, and all of the animals from all over, everywhere. From the spider named Gwen to the llama named Nicky, they all shouted with glee.
Don't trash Mississippi! Pick it up!
Needless to say, the man picked up his trash. Then he got in his truck and took off in a flash. Myrtle was so happy, so proud of her friends. She said,
That was great! Let's do it again!
And they did, over and over, and over again until people stopped littering. And that was the end.
Hey there, kids! I'm Dr. Shelley, and I'm so proud of my sister Myrtle that I'm presenting her and all of her friends with a special Litter Patrol badge. If you promise to do your part and take care of our environment, maybe you'll get one too. And remember, don't ever be afraid to tell your friends and family that littering is wrong. After all, it is against the law.
Ouch!
Sorry. Remember, everybody,
Don't trash Mississippi, pick it up!
Litter is wrong and litter is bad. When you see litter, you should get mad. When people litter, you should speak up. Don't trash Mississippi, pick it up, pick it up.